Good evening. Well, actually, it might not be evening when you're watching this, but I guess it depends when I actually decide to schedule it for upload, because I will be scheduling it for upload. Because it's going up next week, and I want to ensure that this video is going up next week. Bookmark my words. Next week, actually, I will be 1 year older. Isn't that exciting? Right now I'm 28, I'll be 29, and closer to the big 3-0, which is funny because I think a lot of the people that watch this video are in their 50s. Certainly their 40s. If I remember the metrics right, there's a lot of people in their 50s and 60s that are watching this stuff, and I don't really know why. It's not very many people that watch these anyway, so it's kind of questionable why I continue making them, but I guess it's because it's an outlet. I can sit here and I can talk into a camera, and it can be, just an outlet. Which, speaking of outlet, at some point, I am working towards what I'm going to call the big rant, because it's coming. I've got a lot of things that I need to vent and get off my chest, but I want to get into the mood for that, and right now I'm just really not in the mood, because I feel like a rant is better when you're actually in, like, the ranty spirit. Like, you're angry with something, it's usually better, like, whenever it is that you feel has wronged you has happened. But for someone like that, just a big general rant, I could call it the controversial rant, because there's certainly things there that will evoke controversy that I plan on talking about in that. But yeah, just a little bit of a sneak peek to that. I guess what it really boils down to is that people don't think for themselves anymore. And that is going to be the basis of what I'm going to call the big rant. This is a vlog channel, video log, so technically a rant doesn't fit in. But I don't think it's really something that fits in with my other channels, and if it gets a whole lot of exposure and gets me flamed, I'd rather it not be on the main channel, because I get flamed enough on those videos. Again, narratives. Lots of narratives. We live in a... Okay. Maybe I will actually get into that particular side of it. It's really kind of funny that people think their reality is fact, or what they think is reality is actually reality. There's a lot of alternate realities out there that have got no basis in actual reality. And it's really kind of funny. Like, I upload driving videos, the stupid driver compilations, all the time, every 2 weeks. And every week, I get people that... It hasn't stopped. I put the comments on hold all, and it still hasn't stopped. So really, I kind of just question why I even did that. I think I'm going to just stop doing that. Reopen it. There's a rabbit. It wasn't there like a minute ago. I'm going to scare it away, because I'm going to start... And it's going to get frightened. Might scare me. But at the end of the day, I still get comments from people saying that, just because I shout obscenities at somebody who did something dumb right in front of me, that somehow I'm a terrible driver that has got copious quantities of road rage and I should seek help. I know that we live in a post-fact world here in the year of our Lord 2025, but that's a tired narrative. Like, really it is. First of all, you have no idea what road rage actually means. Second of all, if that's your definition of road rage, and maybe it is, I don't know, I haven't looked up the dictionary definition. Maybe it is. Sure, let's just say that it is, for the sake of this particular argument, then everybody's got it. So, and you can't sit there and tell me that you don't, because you're wrong. And I know that you're wrong, and you know that you're wrong. So, you're wrong on the internet, too. Maybe not the best move in the world. So, but yeah, stuff like that. Just narratives that are tired, that I'm tired of hearing. I'm getting pretty close to this thing. I guess it's kind of timid. It's just sitting right there. blends in pretty well, eh? Anyway, I think I'm going to list this stereo console back up for sale now that it's thawed out here and it's not as cold as it was. Still pretty cold though. In fact, honestly, I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt right now. It's probably not suitable attire for what it is. It's less than 10 degrees outside. Not that much less. I think it's something like 6 or 5, which I guess isn't that bad. But okay, that diatribe aside, I don't script these. That might come as a surprise to some people because it seems like scripting videos is all the rage. And there's a lot of people out there that tell me I should script my videos because then there might not be so many errors in it. Forgetting the fact that people that script videos have errors in their videos all the time. It doesn't seem to matter how much research they do. Now, there's a difference, again, another tired narrative. There's a difference between unscripted and unprepared. Because it's not like I mean, sometimes I do. If the moment calls for it, I will, but most of the time, if I'm making a video about something, I'll at least do a token effort at trying to research whatever it happens to be. Be it a computer, or a clock radio, or goodness only knows what else. I'll try and do my homework on it. I'm not stupid. But I don't script videos because that's so bland, it's boring, there's no feeling to it. But of course, the side effect of something like this, where it's not scripted, is I just throw things at the wall, talk about random things at random times. That rabbit is still floating around. And there's no real coherence in it. But that's kind of the point of like a video like this, where like I said, I'm just using this as an outlet to talk. So, and I mean, it's not like I don't have an idea of what I want to say in a video like this before making it. Which again is why I'm kind of holding off on the big rant. Because I want to have, that's probably the exception to the rule, where something like that is going to be meticulously planned. Or at least more meticulously planned than a lot of the others. But yeah. So, Stupid Driver, I need to edit one of those videos this weekend. Which, today's Sunday, so I gotta get it done by the end of the day. And then I gotta do a thrifting video as well, because I've got plenty of thrifting footage to go through at this point. So that'll have to get done. So we'll do that and then figure that out. Speaking of thrifting, there's a bunch of thrift finds that are sitting in my trunk right now that I gotta get out of there. Because I kind of want my trunk space back. So that I can start taking some of the quantities of junk away. You know, put them out in storage. So that they're not taking up space here. Or in other places, for that matter. Not 100% sure what's going on, but either somebody is getting the beating of their lifetime, or they're excited. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, there's so much junk. I own too much junk. Maybe I should do something about that, but I don't want to, you know? Again, it's been an interesting, basically, month, in that I have all these projects that I want to work on, and I've got copious quantities of these things that I would like to actually get done, but I just don't want to. You know, it's kind of an interesting way to put it. I have all these things that I'd like to work on, but I don't want to work on them. When it comes right down to it, you read that sentence out loud, and it just sounds dumb. But it's reality. You know, I have all these things that I should be doing, would like to be doing. I'd love I have a couple of XT class computers. I'd love to be making videos about them and working on them, getting them back up and running, testing, installing programs, trying out all kinds of other things on them, but at the end of the day, all I want to do is sit down and do nothing. I don't know, maybe that's burnout. It's been busy. It's been very busy the last little while, and it's going to get busier still. This summer is going to be rough, I feel. Green Day's got a perfect song for this. Wake Me Up When September Ends. Because once September is over, then I think, for the most part, the projects and all the stuff that needs to get done will be mostly over, but yeah, maybe not. You get one thing done and about 5 more come on your radar anyway, so there's certainly that. As I'm making this video right now, I'm recovering from a disk failure on one of my Proxmox hosts. Decided that one of the 500 gig drives decided to blow up. The last one that's in the machine. Which I should have seen coming from a mile away. It's a Seagate drive. It's been in there for a long time. In fact, that might be the drive that was in there when I originally put that box together. Because that box was just thrown together from spare pieces. It might be the original drive that was in there, the original data drive. I don't think so. But it could be. Who knows? But I know that it's been in there for a while, and it probably just finally had enough. Or there's a cable problem, or there's a power supply problem, because both of those things are things that I've had happen in that machine before. So, or it's a board problem. Could be the motherboard. Could be the port on the motherboard decided to fail. I've seen that before. So it could be anything. I'll have to investigate that. I'm not making a video about that, though, because it's just at some point, it becomes so repetitive that it's just not worth doing. It's the same thing with the backup server. I had a need to increase its capacity, and in fact, after I'm done shooting this, I will probably go over there and refactor, is the word I'm going to use, the drive situation in there, get everything organized correctly in that machine, and get rid of the USB enclosure that's on it that it doesn't need. But yeah, so that didn't get a video. Disk failure didn't get a video. I'm still trying to resilver, which, by the way, that's a stupid term. I think that's a stupid term. I know in a video at some point I said, what the hell does resilvering mean? It actually does mean something that I guess kind of makes sense. Because it's a term that people use for mirror repair. You know, you put new silver on the mirror to make it reflective again. So it makes sense in the context of a ZFS array rebuild, I guess. But it's still a dumb term. To me, I still can't wrap my head around it. But that's just me. So, it's supposed to be cold this week. That's good. It's very good. It got warm for a while, and now it's cold again. So this is supposed to snow a little bit this week. But not too much. Just a little bit. Just enough to be annoying. At least that's the theory. They were saying that we were going to be getting a lot more than what we are supposed to be getting now. So we'll see what actually happens on that. And then the week after, it's supposed to do nothing but rain. Rain, 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 rain. Probably close to 100 millimeters of rain over the course of the week. As if we haven't got enough freaking rain. So, and yes, I know that the old adage goes, April showers bring May flowers, but that April floods don't bring May flowers, I'll tell you that much. So I feel kind of bad for, you know, some of the farmers and whatnot that have got to plant all their crops in the face of all this damn rain that we're getting. But what do you do? What can you do? I guess it's better than a drought. Way better than a drought. Especially in this day and age, where local farming is so much better. so much more important than it used to be. But I won't get into that. We'll save that for the big rant. And now that this is up at 15 minutes and no one's watching it, I think maybe I'll shut up, because I do have things I'd like to do. And stuff that I need. It's not so much stuff that I'd like to do, it's stuff I need to do at this point. Like, it needs to be done. Enough lollygagging on it. So, we'll get there. Eventually. But, there'll probably be less video making over the course of the next little while, just because I'd like to get my backlog of videos whittled down. I've got too many that need to be uploaded. So, and we'll see what's going on with the stupid driver stuff. That's going to be an interesting one, because I don't know. I don't know what the future will hold. I think what I'm going to try and do, just spitballing this, is I might make another separate YouTube channel to upload all those videos to. I don't think since turning on the comment moderation, I have noticed a drop in the viewership, so there is that. Like, that is a thing. And again, someone's probably going to accost me for tinfoil hattery on that, but you look at the numbers, because I have, and tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not. But I think I'm probably going to just start posting those on a separate channel, and then save the rest of it, save the main channel for, stuff that people are actually really generally subscribed to. I don't know. It's a thought. And I don't know where I'll take it, but maybe I'll take it somewhere. Maybe I'll just try it and see what happens. Because I know I've tried some of that in the past, the Strum channel, which I still haven't edited anything for. I keep saying I will, but I haven't. Maybe I should do that. It might get views if I do that. The last video I uploaded there actually got quite a bit, and it wasn't edited at all. It was literally just a dash cam clip. I'm kind of surprised. Although it's short, so of course it got views. Anyway, I won't get into that conspiracy theory, because it is a conspiracy theory. I'd like to think that the YouTube algorithm's not that stupid. Is it? It can't be. No. Alright, enjoy your evening, or morning, or overnight. I don't know when you're watching this video. I'll see you next week, because there will be a video. I have scheduled it such that there will be a video next week. So, peace out, take care, whatever you want me to say. And I will see you later.